up the car at 2:10. Lip gloss, red vinyl, motel shampoo. You slept through the morning like you always do. Dreaming of money, dreaming of blue. The city called me sugar when I first came around. Now even the palm trees look tired of this town. My heels on the pavement don't make a sound, like I'm already gone. I'm leaving Los Angeles with a tear in my dress. You said love was limitless, but I know less and less. Neon signs and white lines, I drive with no rest, looking for freedom that never said yes. I met a priest in San Luis Obispo. Said even saints fall, you just learn to let go. I kissed him once for the thrill of the ache, then lit a cigarette for forgiveness' sake. My life was a screen test, you played the lead, but you missed all my lines and forgot what I need. I wore your chain and sang your tune, but the glamour faded too soon. I'm leaving Los Angeles with my name in the air. You said I was dangerous, but you never cared. From Malibu fires to Sunset Motel, I loved you like heaven, but you left me in hell. Now I drive through the valley with the radio low, praying that somewhere still wants me to go. I don't need the lights, I don't need the crown, just a road that leads out of town.
We used to argue just to feel. Now the silence fits too well. I set the table like before. You don't ask who it's for. The kettle sings a song at 5. You still come home on time, but something dies between your steps and mine. You watch the news, I wash the glass. The light burns out, we let it pass. We never fought to make it last. We fold the lead. Say it's just the years, say it's just the wear, but I miss the weight of needing air. I still dream of you, asking why. Now I dream you just get by. There's no villain here to blame, only pages left unclaimed, and the vows that hung like frames we look through, not into. Say it's just the years, say it's just the wear, but I miss the weight of needing air. I still dream of you, asking why. Now I dream you just get by. We fall, not torn, no scars, just warm. You sleep, I mourn.
He said, meet me at the station with your red coat on. I packed a pack of menthols and left my lipstick on. We drove past 7-Eleven with a map in his hand. Said, baby, we ain't coming back. And I said, I understand. He had a look like danger, a voice like a song. Told me I was perfect, but perfect don't last long. Gasoline and cherry pie, running lights in a desert night. He said, this is freedom with a crooked smile, but freedom feels like standing trial. Hair blowing in the passenger side, loving him was suicide. Gasoline and cherry pie. He stopped for cigarettes and cola at a roadside place. I watched him flirt with the waitress, still thinking I could stay. Said he loved the way I talk and the way I lie. Said I was fire with trouble inside. He had a laugh like thunder, a kiss like sin. And I knew I'd lose, but I still let him in. Gasoline and cherry pie, running lights in the desert night. He said, this is freedom with a crooked smile, but freedom feels like standing trial. Hair blowing in the passenger side, loving him was suicide. Gasoline and cherry pie. Mama told me don't believe in boys with cars and crooked teeth, but I was raised on wild desire, not on prayer, not on choir. So if you see a girl in white on some old forgotten highway line, just drive on by, don't ask me why. I'm made of gasoline and cherry pie. I built a garden in my mind, full of colors I can't find. People pass, they never exhausting day. Mom said truth is never loud. Dad said pride can wear you out. I sat alone and wrote it down. Now I wear it like a crown. There's glass in the garden, I know I walk it slow. I don't cry, I watch it glow. Pain made a path, but I still go. You don't need to run just to grow. She said love is not a plan, it's just knowing where you stand. He gave silence as a gift. I learned how to read the rift. Life's a room you clean each night. Make your bed, then lose the light. If it hurts, that's half the fight. If you're scared, it means you're right. There's glass in the garden, I walk it slow. I don't bleed, I let it show. Hope isn't soft, it's just slow. You don't need to shine just to glow. I had dreams that wore disguise. Now I wear them in my eyes. Every cut became a map to places I won't turn back. So plant your fear and let it climb. Not every storm has to take your time. Glass in the garden and I walk it slow. Not every break means letting go. said only when I stayed too long in borrowed lives. Your perfume on my coat outlasted winter, like postcards we forgot to send or never meant to write. And I still remember those rooms in Tokyo, the ones we never owned, but made ours for a while. You played that vinyl on repeat, said love's not linear. You smiled like a myth, half truth, half denial. Some nights I talk to the moon in your accent, trying to decode what you left unsaid. I keep waiting for closure in hotel curtains, but they just fold like everything else we did. I walk past couples in their rented futures, each touch rehearsed like scenes from a quiet play. We loved like tourist intents, then vanished, collecting moments just to throw them all away. You once told me forever is a moving station, and I laughed like I understood. But now I know we were just a pause, not a destination. If you ever find my name in a stranger's story, tell them it was never meant to last, but it was beautiful in its own imperfect way. The cafe's quiet at 3:30. Same old chair across from me, still no one's there. But that's okay. I bring a book I never read, order tea, then toast instead. I watch the rain fall on the glass. I don't wait for you like before, don't count footsteps at the door. But there's still one seat I never take, the one you loved by the window pane. The waitress knows to bring one spoon. She hums a jazz tune out of tune, and I just smile like I belong. I won't wish for some grand return, no more pages left unturned. But some names live where silence stays, and yours still lingers in quiet ways. The cafe's quiet at 3:30, and that's enough to carry me.
The lights are off, the room is still, the fan hums low against the chill. I lie awake, but not alone. Your name is soft inside my mind, like pages turned but left behind. No ache, no pull, just threads of gold. And maybe I don't want you back, but some night silence brings you back. Not to hold, just to recall. A laugh echoed a kitchen wall. The street lamp paints the ceiling pale. I breathe you in and let you sail. You never stay, but never leave. And maybe I don't miss your touch, but memory can mean so much. You taught me stillness, taught me grace, by leaving just enough of space. The lights are off, the night moves on, and so but not quite.